Hello, everybody. Accureye here, and welcome back to another Accureye 101 tips on Dark Souls 3. So this is part 3 of the High Wall of Lorthic, or at least everything in the High Wall of Lorthic, which of course is the series that I've been doing to show you pretty much everything you can get in the High Wall of Lorthic. Again, like I said, this is a multi-part series, so I'm thinking this might be 3 or 4 parts, but some of the stuff you need to get, of course, I can't get till later on. But let's go ahead and get back to it. So, as you all know, I'm back at this tower or bonfire that we left off at, and as is, you all know, I've kind of gone through all the little parts here. I've kind of shown you practically everything going forward for the items and whatnot here. There's not a whole lot for me left to show you. I will show you a little bit more, as I've said, but as it is, there's not a whole lot, at least early game, that I can get, just so you all know. So as you know, just to recap, there is a beetle here that you usually will see. If you see him, go ahead and kill him. In fact, if you see any of those beetles going forward, go ahead and kill all of them. And as you can see here, I take a little sneaky shortcut, and I'm going back into this area where, of course, I've already shown you practically everything in this area, but I did leave out a few things that I forgot to talk about and show you. So I am coming back to this area to show you exactly where it is. And as you can see there, I just parried this knight with a spear. So as you can see, I'm actually fairly happy about that, and that is proof, just so anyone is wanting to know, that you can parry a spear. But well, of course, it doesn't always happen. I mean, it does take some unusually awkward timing, and, And, of course, in the end, I just was like, you know what? Forget this. I'm not going to chill with it. I'm just going to go ahead and fight them the way I normally fight them. Because, it was going to take too long. And, So, that's pretty much what I did. I just finished it off here because instead of trying to parry him again. But, anyway, so we're going to go ahead and continue going down this path, and as you all can see, I started running just so I could get past that guy because, it was not necessary. And then I tried to use an ember here because I was thinking I was unembered or something, but I forgot that I was already embered, so, Because as you all see, I just ended up running out of Estus as I usually do. But here's a little sneaky thing you all can do. As you can see here, I'm actually using those barrels to sneakily take out those guys because they are gunpowder barrels. You can use them to your advantage. I recommend it. But, I forgot to grab this item here where this dog is guarding. And, again, this is the cell key, which I will show you, of course, where it is. Again, I'm trying to make this as spoiler-free as possible, but this is probably one of the few story element spoilers that you will run into. In fact, I will say that I tried to make this as spoilers-free as possible, but to show you practically everything in Dark Souls, it's definitely going to be, And there I was just trying to show you that I did get that shield that I was thinking about getting because I wasn't sure if I opened that chest. But I remembered that in part 2 I did. So, there's an item here, which is the green blossom that you got to get. And then once you've done that, fall down here and you'll run into this chest here. You saw this chest here. And this chest is, again, it's an openable one. You'll find the great sword here. Or the straight sword here, should I say. And from there, you just gotta homeward bone. If you're like me, you'll homeward bone out. You'll homeward bone out here. But, if you have more health, go ahead and, and of course, you know, just fall down and walk your way out. But again, I wasn't sure, so I ended up just homewarding going. And yeah, so here we go. We're going back to where we were. So yeah. Anyway, so sorry I left this loading screen in. That was my bad. Sometimes I know these loading screens, while loading screens have become kind of a faster thing, I know sometimes loading screens can be kind of slow. But anyway, so here we are back again. And now I'm going to show you the little bit of last few items you can get in this first area going forward. And I don't know what I was doing there. I completely do not know what I was doing there. I must have blanked out. I do know that when I was recording this yesterday, when I was recording this, should I say, I was feeling a little tired. So after I recorded this, I had to lie down for a little bit, and it was just because I was feeling sluggish for some reason. So, I do apologize that there might be some things where, anyway. And, yeah. I'm going to keep in these parts where I failed or it says you died, mostly just because of the fact that, of course, just because of the fact that, at the end of the day, I am going to, add, things that are happening, and just because I don't want to come out just in case I do skip to a part or fast forward too much to a part where I'm where I'm needing to get your attention. So I do apologize if you're a little frustrated by these non-cut parts, especially like the few failures you may see. But like I said, I just don't want to accidentally skip to a part where I ended up, needing to show you something. So, of course, here, I don't know why I did this. It was silly of me. That was a silly thing on my part. Again, like I said before, I do apologize. I was kind of feeling tired when I recorded this. So, when I did record this, I was feeling a little tired. So, I was like, I wasn't in my full awareness mode of what was going on. So, anyway. So, and here I was completely out of it, and I do apologize, everyone. I do apologize if, like I said, the quality of this video was not in its prime, in its best, because like I said, when I was doing this video, I was just not feeling it today. It was just one of those days where I'm just not feeling it, And, so, of course, as I said, I do apologize that it just happened to be a time where I was just not feeling it. So, and this is probably one of the few times where I'm sorry I may apologize because, obviously sometimes I will record and I will try to always give you the best content ever. But, but like I said, I do 7 videos a day for you. I spend a lot of time recording for you all, just so that you can have content to enjoy. And I do my best to give you that enjoyable content. But sometimes, like days like this, where I may just feel tired. I'm not gonna, I'm just not in it. And I didn't want to re-record this because. Obviously, if I was to try and re-record this, I would have to, recreate my character and just do everything. So in that case, I do apologize if some of you are like perfectionists and you're like, Accureye, this is not up to your quality standard, and it's not. It's not up to my quality standard. I do apologize, but it is one of those days where I was like, I'm not feeling it. And I started feeling this way probably I think 30 minutes, maybe even 40 minutes into the recording. I think I spent about an hour recording this thing. But either way, I mean, I know it's not my high quality standard and I do apologize. But, anyway, so Yeah, with that being said, I will just say that much. You know, it is what it is, and I do apologize that honestly it's just not up to my quality standard. But anyway, I mean, on with that. I mean, anyway, so on with that, it's definitely something where I do apologize that I do keep in on all my fails here, but you can see how veterans sometimes are, you know, and again, this wasn't up to my high quality standard, as a whole, and I was just not feeling it when I was doing this recording. Like, I spent a lot of time just like trying to push through and go, okay, you know what, Accureye, you're going to do this. Let's do this. And I had kind of committed to the recording, so I did kind of commit to the recording. So you'll see a few pauses here where I'm just taking a break, and I do apologize if that small little break does kind of annoy you. I've of course tried to I've cut down this footage a little bit, just so that you all can see some of the things that went on, but as a whole, I just ended up, you know, doing a little bit of trimming where it needed to be done because, again, like I said, I didn't realize how many fails there were, and I didn't really want to try to skim through all this just to just to try and create a video. But I will probably cut a little bit of this. And as you can see here, this is that's a key you'll need later on. But yeah, there probably is a little bit of this will be cut, but anyway. But I'm not sure how much will be cut going forward. I will review the footage and try to figure out how much will be cut. Well, actually, probably none of this will be cut going forward. I do apologize, though, that it's not up to my high quality standard again. And as you saw, there was a mail breaker there. If you watched part one, I did grab it. And yeah, this is where the key is for, in part three, this is where the key is. You'll find this guy here, and he does talk to you. I'm not going to run through the lines, of course, just to, try and make this spoiler free as possible. But yeah. But yeah, as it is, you'll see that going forward, all that. But yeah, anyway, so moving on, yeah, there's going to be some, some things here that you'll see, us to you'll see some small things and yeah, all that jazz going forward. So, and here, I mean, I've just basically tried to push it through, make it make it as far as I can going forward. What I mean. And yeah, with that being said, I mean, you'll see as we continue going forward that yeah, things are just going to keep moving on as it is. I mean, it is just me now running through all this part. You already see me do this. You know what to do. If you've been watching my stream or if you've been watching this, you know what to do. You know what's going on. You know what I'm doing here, basically. So I don't really have to explain it. Hopefully that much, but yeah. But anyway, yeah. So with that being said, I mean, but yeah, anyway, so as you know, I'm going to run through this way again. Now, you've already kind of seen me run through this way. Again, like I said, I was not feeling it today when I was recording this, so I do apologize if there's any bit of, me, just not, not having any of it. Just me, and here, like I said, I was tired, and I was just not realizing that there was a guy right there, But I realized by mistake, I ended up pushing through. As I said, that I ended up pushing through this video, and, I bring you all the best content. Always try to bring the best content in the world. And you'll see it here that, I've been trying my best to give you the best content in the world. I don't know why I flipped back there. I think it was just because I wanted to make sure that I didn't miss any items. which I didn't. But yeah. So anyway, yeah, moving on. We now move on to this item here, which is the rapier, which is a great little thrusting sword that you can use going forward. But yeah, I definitely would not recommend. You know, it's definitely not an item that I would recommend for new players. Anyway, here is where I'm fighting this tank guy or this knight, and I would not recommend fighting this knight early on, mostly because, of course, he is just a bit of an annoyance. He's not very, you know, he's not very, he's not very much of a, you know, fun guy to mess with, and, you know. But, of course, if you do if you saw what I did, and you do and copy my movement there, you should be good. Anyway, moving on. So here we are. I'm grabbing embers. I'm doing stuff like that. I'm just basically, you know, catching as much as I can going forward because obviously, you know, it is important to make sure that you are, yeah, you know. So here, I mean, you know, it's pretty obvious what you need to do, maybe. But, yeah, you go up this stairwell here, and this leads to the next shortcut, everyone. This is going to lead to the next shortcut. Again, not up to my high-quality standards. I was just out of it. I mean, I literally was out of it. And, like, you know, as soon as I finished recording, I probably just dozed off for a good, like, 20, 30 minutes after this. So I do apologize, everyone, if you know you're noticing that this is not up to my high quality standard for Dark Souls, and you know I do kind of keep standards here. And here I mean, you're supposed to jump to that item, but I think I messed up. I sort of miscalculated the jump there, so I do apologize. Anyway, so we're gonna try it again, and as you'll see here, I'll make the jump this time, so as you'll see here, I'll make the jump this time, and yeah, you'll see that I get a Ring of Sacrifices. Again, Ring of Sacrifice, for those of you who don't know, is a great item, especially for those of you who are new to Dark Souls, and you're like, man, Accureye, I don't want to lose all my souls. I just worked so hard to get all those souls. Use a Ring of Sacrifice if you really are necessarily in need of a comfort pillow. Of a pillow or a little bit of a hold me. I need some comfort. I need something to not lose souls on. That's where the Ring of Sacrifice comes in handy. So, of course, you'll see this ambush here. You know, I can take care of this ambush pretty easily because I've had it happen so many times. But anyway, moving on, there's a little item right here that you'll find going forward. It's Green Blossom, but definitely a useful item. So, yeah. So here, I'm just showing you some of the area. There's not really much else here. I was just trying to make, I was just trying to figure things out. And then I also ended up kind of zoning out, like somewhere around there. I kind of ended up zoning out a little bit, so I do apologize. But you know, but there wasn't a whole lot I could do. So moving on, this is the elevator shortcut to the next area of the game. So yeah, and you'll find some throwing knives there. And if you all remember that door I showed you, that is the door I showed you to shortcut. And you'll see here that we ended up just running away. I think I ended up just like going, forget it, I'm not going to deal with this. I have too low health and I just want to get to the shortcut, so, or get through the shortcut. So as you recall, I went down that stairway the first time in part 1, and now I'm back at yeah, part 1's bonfire, or the first bonfire you'll actually get to. So, I think from this part, I took a little bit of a break, maybe for a short second or two, but either way, I do apologize. I was just, like I said, out of it, you know, and,
You know, like I said, I know when I'm tired, I do try to tend to just say maybe it's not going to happen, but, you know, I do make sure that, you know, I push a great video for you, and I do bring you some great quality stuff, and I know I probably took a long break here, so I do apologize, but, you know, I mean, what happened, I think, was just that I had to get out of my thoughts for a little while and regather myself. I kind of had to stand up and regather myself because, you know, obviously I was not feeling it. I was not in my element, nor was I really in my mood, you know, my so-called mood. But as we move on, you'll see here that we just go back down through the shortcut. Now, like I said before, there is a little secret that I do every time we go through. I go through this area, and you'll see as we go down, we drop down here, which is the shortcut that I think I somewhat maybe have showed you, but I may have not. So, yeah, we go down the elevator, and and it's here where we pretty much, I do my little trick. Now what I do is I always run up on that pressure pad and I send the elevator back up. This saves a lot of time in case you do, for some reason, have an unfortunate demise. And you can easily get back down, as quickly as you can. So, yeah. So that's a little secret and a little thing I do, every time I'm playing through this. There's an item here, which is a nice little soul, as it is. And then, of course, you got the, you know, the, knights here. And as you'll see here, I was going to end up fighting this guy at first, and then I kind of ended up going, like, forget it, I'm not going to. I think I ended up saying, forget it, I'm not going to deal with it, because it was just one of those things where I was like, you know what, I'm tired, I'm not going to deal with it, I'm just going to basically heal and run. Yeah, it was like right here where I was just like, you know what, forget about it. It's not worth me, you know, having an unfortunate demise right now. I'd rather just you know, get myself out of this area, I think, you know. And I think that's exactly what I did here. So, yeah. So as it is, yeah, you'll see me, try to deal with this, I think. But I just like, forget it, I'm out of here, I'm on run. And, that's kind of exactly what I did here. So, moving on. And you'll see that this is another, where you can get some other, items. I amber up here because I want to heal. But, yeah, you'll see that I get a few items here. And yeah, you'll see it here, where I'm talking to this old lady here, and she does give you some good items. Definitely items I would recommend. So talk to this old lady, and you can also unlock an early boss or late game boss here by killing her. But I wouldn't kill her if you're a new player, because for that very reason. I'm just going to go through it chronologically, I guess, in a way. And the two items you get is the small lorthic banner, and of course the Way of the Blue Covenant. The Way of the Blue Covenant, which is basically for those of you who are having trouble with invasions or whatever, or you keep getting invaded and you don't want to, you know, you don't want to mess with it, then yeah, that's where you need, or that's what you need to do, you know, to yeah. So here I tried to cheese this guy, but I think that didn't exactly work as planned. But you can cheese that guy, so as it is, I failed, and then I kind of made a big cut going forward here because I didn't want to have to keep warning you, since what happens is I pretty much failed like almost every time going forward, and I just kind of was like, you know what, I'm out of it, and the footage wasn't very good or worth keeping, so, you know, I just was like, forget it, I'm going to move on to this point here, where pretty much you'll see me kind of like get the last few items, or at least the last few parts to this, you know, thing, and you'll see some small little footage of what is going to happen for a future part of this, or what the next thing will be for this series. You'll see what is going to happen. So here, I think what I did was I just went back down, and you'll see my signature trick here, that I always do when I am playing, when I'm playing this. So you'll see me send the elevator back up as usual, yeah, then it will go into me, leading into, yeah, just going down to, like I've said, I believe it was the boss here, and yeah, so with that being said, so yeah, you'll see me here actually successfully parry this guy. So, and then I believe I believe what happened was the fact that I ended up being fully successful at yeah, getting through this part here. Because what I'm trying to do is parry this spear guy by just, I think what happened was I just ended up saying, you know what, whatever, forget it, I'm not going to deal with it. And I think that's what happened here, but you'll see me get a nice item here. That's a nice repulse there. So there's another way to repulse someone, and that's to just smack them until they break their guard. Of course, you don't always have a chance to do that, and some people are really, really smart, and you may not have enough, you also may not have enough, health there. But anyway, I mean, here you'll see me try to use the cheese method to get this guy. And this is pretty much where I just was like, I'm going to call this video, and I'm going to call part 3 here, because at this point I was just not in my element. I was just not in my so it's like right here where I tried to use my cheese method that I usually use to take this guy out. And this is where I try to show you the cheese method, which is locking onto this guy, and then what you do is you basically end up basically backstabbing him. Unfortunately here I just ended up going like, wow, that was unfortunate, because again, like, even as I'm watching this video footage, I was like, wow, that was just, I was just so at me, like, because I was so tired and I wasn't in my element. So what I did here, I think, is I tried to use a firebomb, and that got stuck in this area, which was really annoying, may I add. But yeah, but in the end I ended up just having a fail, so whatever. But anyway, if you like this video, feel free to hit that like button, or if you like this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button, get subscribed, hit that bell notification so you know when I go live next. If you want to see what I'm doing live, you can follow me on www.twitch.tv/Accureye. And yeah, I am live Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays on Twitch. Mostly doing competitive games. Sometimes I'm doing a variety of games. But yeah, with that being said, thank you everyone for joining me. Yeah, until the next one, this is Accureye signing out and saying farewell, everyone.